we got a call from a very bright and cheerful person who was running a business improvement district in Georgetown and said, would you like to be involved in our business and do what you do in New York here? And boy, did we jump at that opportunity. It was Patty, of course, and now it's ready, willing, and working.
When we started in DC, I would talk to the guys, see Patty, and what I was always overwhelmed by was that Ready, Willing, and Working was the same. They had the same energy, the same enthusiasm, the same successes as the New York program.
I've had the privilege of replicating the program in Washington, and there was a bunch of men out there that needed a chance to make a difference in their lives, and they weren't asking for nothing other than what everybody else is asking. You know, give me a shot.
I was asked to go down to DC to help out the program about 10 years ago. And what I did was take down the culture to do the same thing I was doing in New York. A feeling like that is priceless.
What we do every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, rain, sleet, sun, shine. We're out here.
We started the concept behind the Dough Fund when a woman died of malnutrition in Grand Central Terminal. She literally starved to death in the middle of the richest city in the world. There were like 1,500 people that lived in and around the Grand Central Terminal who were homeless. And I fed them for 700 nights in a row. They appreciated the sandwich, but what they really wanted was a room and a job to pay for it. And it made sense to me at the end of the day that indigent people who wanted to help themselves through work should be given that opportunity. That all worked beyond our wildest imagination.
When I started in the program in '94, they were saying George was crazy. He was far from crazy. He saw the value in the human being, in the human spirit.
Now that we know that, we could just make sure we're addressing a multitude of things versus...
I was homeless, living in the street, and by making 12-step meetings, I ran into someone that mentioned this program. I came and my life hasn't been the same since. George and Harriet saw the value of giving people a second chance. We're returning men back as productive members of society. There's no question in my mind the work works.
Well, I set out to help people. So if I feed somebody tonight and have a place for them to stay, what the nuns had taught me early on, I could never escape. And that was to whom much is given, much is asked. And they didn't mean money.
20 years ago, I was homeless, eating out of the garbage cans, washing up fire hydrants, being shot and stabbed. When I went into the Ready, Willing, Able program, a couple months later, I was driving a bus with 15 other clients in it. They saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. I truly believe if George and Harry didn't give me this opportunity, I don't know where I would be today. Only God knows.
No one until Ready, Willing, and Working ever paid the men. And we truly believe in helping people immediately economically. And part of that is paying them. You can't respect people and give them a sense of their own worth if you don't pay them.
I'm so happy and proud as the founder of Ready, Willing, and Able to have Ready, Willing, and Working in our nation's capital. I don't know better exposure for people who want to have an opportunity.
If it wasn't for George and Harriet doing what they did here in New York, it probably wouldn't be the way it is in Washington, D.C. now. Once a man is given an opportunity, they can and will change their life. Who else does that?
That was George and Harriet's dream. They wanted someone that had been through that experience to be in charge.
Our people are so beaten down when they come to us. But then, really, within the first month, they have confidence and they have hope for the future. And they change.
The big deal is that we should believe in the people of America and give them an opportunity, and then some of our problems will be in the rearview mirror, and we can go on to have a bright future for all of our children and our grandchildren.
Here's a key thing with George and Harriet. They're for the people like myself. They treated me like I was a human being.
I love George and Harriet. The love to help people, everybody's not cut of that cloth.
If I had my dream, we'd have full employment and everybody would have a home and we wouldn't need places like this. You go to Ferguson, go to Baltimore, you go to any of these places that have these problems and you see the people asking for a program just like Ready, Willing, and Able. Gee, if we could only get work to clean up the neighborhood. Gee, if we only had an opportunity. All over America, the same thing. It's something that we have to change. And we can change it because the people themselves are capable.
What Ready, Willing, and Working has accomplished is phenomenal. It's something that our donors should all be incredibly proud of. They are changing America, and they are changing individual lives. That's pretty fantastic.
People working to help themselves is the basis of our organization. That is the essence of what America is.
When you save a life or help them save their own lives, it's like a gift. I would urge everybody to contribute to it. It's the most hopeful thing about humanity you can be involved in. It's kind of breathtaking.